Shiva. I want each one of you trust yourself. Probably you will find these words in Hallmark cards and when you're looking for a present and all those self-help books. What do they actually mean? Trust yourself. And you have to go below the surface. Do you think that trusting yourself means the force which is in this body, the body which has got a face, the face which has got a name, the name which has got connections to mother, father, a lineage, parents, neighbors, everyone who is playing any role in your life? Then there is no point in putting your trust in that. Because that is what you know as a person with a personality. And the personality seems to be so important for us. People are willing to give billions and millions so that after their death, the hospital ward is named after them. And it's all good, at least. And this desire to continue this name and have a legacy, it makes them give to a hospital. So it is a good tendency, or rather an exploitable one. And it drives people to do a lot of things. Alexander the Great cried when he found out that there is no more of the known world to be winning after, and he was on the way back from India. Even though he did it, he just touched India. But this association with your name and the image that people have of themselves, if you will trust this name, face, and your personality is just your way of thinking. Your personality is just a way of thinking. For people in parts of India, if you took like fish eggs for them, they would be vomiting. But if you took them to some place in Russia or to a high-end New York restaurant, people would be happy. But I guarantee you there are places in India where people would be vomiting if you will even make them touch caviar. So our personality is just our way of thinking, modeled by wherever we grew up, whatever the society around us was thinking like that or thinking differently. And these are very strange times. I just recently met a lady who works as a bus conductor. And that's okay. It's an honest job. And she saw a video to you. On the video, she saw a YouTube video and she came to the group and she says, I just watched a video, and she communicated with let's say the confidence of Mr. or Mrs. Noel in this case. And I watched a video, and during that video, a professor, proved to them that there is no real place such as Ukraine. It is a thought of place artificially created by Stalin and all. Okay. And I've been to Ukraine around 8 months ago. And I know that they are a separate people. And this lady is very confidently saying that because she watched a YouTube, she's confident that the people of Ukraine are artificially created. And It's a very, not only with the Ukrainians or with anyone, it's a recognized way of conforming to violence and demeaning others. For example, there were two races, and this has been repeated over and over again. So one of them will suddenly start saying the other one, and I'm giving you a real, this has happened in Rwanda. They started calling the other race, instead of people, they started calling them cockroaches. And people made jokes and this and that. And then one fine day when the massacres were organized, most of the population was okay because in their mind, cockroaches were being taken care of and not people being killed. So these are mind games which we are led to by making us demean anyone who else is living, and who else is living, we are proposed, or we have a very strong temptation. This is my name, this is my face, and the thoughts in my head are right, important. Just because they are located in the geographical location of between my two ears, these thoughts are more important than the thoughts which come up in other geographical locations. There's no objectivity to it. Very, very subjective, but we are, all of us are willing to die for ideas which have been birthed or have been created or have shown up for whatever reason. No one really understands the way that the mind works, mind you. No one. How thoughts come up as pictures in our mind, no one has any clue. Associations can be studied, but that is not what I'm talking about, right? I'm talking about the core, how the magic of thoughts that are pictures in our mind comes up. No one has any clue. How one thought may lead to another, and there are millions of ways, that may be tracked. But how thoughts come up in our puny head, all the millions and billions of things happening in the universe, how are they processed? And how is it that each one of us thinks and goes through life thinking, I am who I am? No one says, I am feeling life as 2 or 3 or 4 different ways. Even now there are some exceptions coming up. One of the exceptions that I met was someone who had smoked too much, and it was in a search for enlightenment supposedly, and the person took smoking, and then I think some mushrooms were also involved, and he said, I left my body, yes. And then when I came back, someone else had already inhabited my body. So please help me. So the personality had sort of invited another personality. All these. Including the way you think of yourself. Just a thought. It's just a photographic camera or a photo appearing in the geographical location between or two ears. Do not give it. Really difficult. It is very difficult. Not to give value to our things which are in our head at the end of the day. Because we identify with them too much. This is my life. Are you sure? This is my thought. Are you sure? This thought is correct. Are you really, really sure? What is the criteria for it? Because I saw this, I found this or this. And all of those is what is known as Maya. So this very thought that I am this body with this mind, with this intellect, And this world around me has got a reality. And of course, it has a reality because you feel it through your senses. But the Vedas very strongly and surely put it, all that associated with your body and whatever your experience and mostly what you are thinking also, the huge scam. It seems to be like things are like that, but never are they what they seem to be like. Never is anything like that that you think it is. You eat, you do not know how the food is digested. Even the science has given to it various names to all the acids, etc. You do not know that. It seems that you digested it, but you have no idea of how that happened, what is happening. You think that things are solid? No, things that are molecular stage are always moving. There's no such thing as that which is not moving in the world at all. So if something is always moving, it cannot be the truth. So the material world, 100% is not the truth because it keeps on changing. Even things that do not seem to be changing after millions of years, the cities in which you live, they won't be there. The rocks that you think are forever won't be there. The earth would have changed. Not in a second, in a million years, but that's just slow change. It's not that the change is not happening. It's just that the change is, in some cases, it's so slow that it doesn't seem to be a change in your mind. But in reality, everything, including the thoughts, the perceiving, the perception, which is your personality, how you're filtering things, that also is changing. When you were a child, you would have given a lot for those candy, etc., chocolate, and now you would give anything probably for a relationship which is equated with the chocolate. See? And different cultures have different pros and cons and their own cultural taboos and so. So the way that people perceive good or right, not the ultimate thing, can vary from geographical location and definitely more so from the geographical location, even if people are in the same geographical location. But if the thought that is coming up is in your head, that also is a geographical location. That is all. So many factors are out there that fool you into thinking that gives you a perception of the world, and this perception you additionally perceive through a personality, and this personality has got what thinks that this body is who you are is really important. People are willing to die for their body, kill someone for their body, and do anything for bodily pleasure. Those are the non-spiritual people. They may pretend to be spiritual. I just met, I was just told about some person who came for an interview, and he was asked to, and it's a real time thing. He was saying the person was miserable, so the people in the past, why are you not happy where you? Oh, and he was trying to be honest. So he said, I make a shitty, and he was like less than 29. I make a shitty six-figure family, six-figure salary. Okay. Most of the panel, the people on the panel had maybe not a similar salaries or like a different number, but that's all. And on the same breath, he says, I will never be working on a Sunday. Never. For Sunday, I devote to God. So on the one hand, this person demeans the high numbers that he has been gifted with in his life. Is not satisfied with what life is giving. And it's a good figure for a person who's not 30. He's a 90, incidentally. But at the same time, the person is thinking that Sundays, I'm devoted to God. So I'm in the church the whole time. And all of you may be going to a church, may not be going to a church or a holy place. If you can, you should, because we are still on the learning track. We are not at an advanced stage where we can feel that the whole of the earth with your heart. What place on the planet is not created by the Creator God? There is no such place. When your heart is a temple, that is one part of the personality that you can go with. The part of the personality that makes you see that the external world is absurd, and then that makes you focus and look for an inner happiness. And the inner happiness is not going to be found in your heart becomes simple. Synagogue, a church, a gurudwara. In that temple of God, you place what is known as the East Devata. Not the Eastern and Western, but East means God in the form that you. I'm going to be sharing with you, Om Namo Shivaya, Om Bhurusa, our Father in heaven, Allah Akbar. These are all mystical sound vibrations. But we will get down to the brass tacks also. Closing eyes, focusing your intellect into the center of the forehead. Draw the symbol of your God in the form that you like. It can be a cross for Jesus. It can be an Om for the mystic Hindu gods, which are all symbolical. It can be Buddha. The personality or the face of God that you love the most can be Mother Mary, it can be Jesus, it can be Allah written, because Islam does not allow the image. So whichever face of God you like, or the symbol, or Vaheguru in the center of your forehead, and draw it. And as you draw it, feel the symbol with your strong energy, such a strong focus that you feel it vibrating. And you feel Om Namo Shivaya. Allahu Akbar. Ameen. Om Mani Padme. Om Mani Padme. Om. 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 As you focus on the symbol of God, your thinking ability, your intellect takes the form of the symbol of God and the attributes of godliness. Love. Love. Love as clarity. Love as joy. Love as service to others. This one filter that enables you to see all your previous lives, this present life, and the future lives as being perfect in its pain, perfect in its death, perfect in its all its ups and downs, perfect in all its losses as well as in gains. Because more important than loss and gain, judgment, the fact that you're having the experience you have. So godliness attributes are activated in your intellect by focusing on the third eye and feeling the vibration. And right now, you're not a name and face with an individuality. You are part of the whole group of seekers, focusing on the third eye again, feeling as one with the group, one with the many, with your powers to focus, growing exponentially. Oh, Amin. Om Mani Padme. With these holy vibrations, with this high energy in your intellect is transmuted to golden light. And as your head is now filled with golden light and a filter that enables you to see your life and everything that has happened in past, present, and future as being perfect. Now the heart, which was always scared of being hurt, is open because now you see that all the pain in the past, present, and future is the grace of God. Now your heart is no more afraid. The heart, which is very sensitive, had closed because of pain, fear, anger from the past. Now the heart is fearless. In the center of this heart, temple with Shiva, Archangel Michael, Jesus, Mother Mary, Buddha, Angel Gabriel, and Allah's representatives in any form that you love. Focus on them in the center of your heart. This is the true you. This is the true you. Focusing on the true you. Seeing yourself in the image of the God that you love. Say to yourself, say to everyone, say to everything, the most simple, magical mantra. I love you. Say to God directly, I'm thankful for my life, past, present, future. I'm thankful for all my lives, past, present, future. I'm thankful for all my lives, past. Feel the relief. I'm going to be saying it in Russian also. Fokusiram na tretий глаз, визуализируем символ Бога любим, который мы любим. Praise Om, Allah, Будда. Эти качества поднимаются, активизируются. Наша голова превращается в золотой сияние. У нас появляется золотой фильтр, который позволяет видеть все события нашей жизни, которые мы держим в голове. Zолотой благословение. Когда во мозгах, когда нет никаких ни обид, ни переживаний, страхов, тогда сердце открывается автоматом. Ом Намо Шива. Открытом сердце есть храм Божий. В этом храме вы сидите во форме Бога, который вы любите, и говорите всем и всем: я тебя люблю, я люблю. Я благодарю за все опыты жизни прошлой, нынешней, будущей. Я благодарю за все опыты жизни прошлой, нынешней. Я благодарю за все опыты жизни прошлой, нынешней. Just have the two mantras. I love you. I'm thankful for all the experience of past, present, and I'm grateful for my life. Father, I'm grateful for my life. I love you to God in everything and everywhere. I love you. I love you. Thank you for all my pain, fear, anger from past, present, and future. Thankful for all the pain, fear, anger, losses from the past, present, and future. Thankful for the experience. I will not judge. When in Bible says do not judge, it doesn't mean that you don't judge people that's at a surface level. You don't judge anything that that you cannot avoid and is happening in your life, has happened or will happen. Things that you cannot avoid, you do not judge, but accept it, gift from God. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Triambakam Vidam. Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam. Varuknan Mrityurmukshemamrita. Om Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimani Yo Yo Na Prachodaya. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinam. Sarve Shantu Niramayam. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu. Ma Kasyat Diktek Bhava. Om Soma Jyotirgamaya. Soma Mrityum. Om. Feel the magical energy beyond the words. I love you, God, the Creator, in everything, everyone, including in yourself. Remove the illusions, the game of Maya, the Maya of loving things which are always changing. Love that, the sub-support of everything, the substratum of everything, supporting all the changes, that which never changes. The same in you and in everything and everyone. That which does not change. Activate that in yourself. See it in everything, in everyone. Know that the things which change, including your thought processes, your body, the world around you, all again Maya of illusion. Illusions that they are not there or that they are there. But the illusion that whatever you can touch, see, feel with the body has more importance than things which you do not. Most of the world right now is very, very materialistic, which is okay. But their assumption is that the things which can be touched, felt, tasted, that life is only meant for to believe in those things. And then you become totally a body because these are all the realm of the senses. As a spiritual power, you have to believe beyond the senses, things which no one can touch, feel, smell. People mix up the tangible and the intangible. People are willing to do anything for love, but they end up having only sex. People are willing to feel abundance, but they end up ruining their lives only for money. Because abundance is a feeling of heart that I am serving. Love is to see God in everything and everyone. Supposing you are one of the few blessed who have sex, and if you do not see God in the other person, you're just having sex. You see God in the other person, then it is Tantra, and then it is service. God via love, by offering your body, which is of no value. When you see God in anything and everyone, then you transcend the Maya. If you see just the things that are tangible, then you become practical, you become pragmatic. Just become a normal human being living an ordinary life. But you are short selling yourself. You are much more than a body, than a mind, than an intellect. You have this magical journey of life, going through ups and downs. Enjoy even your death. Enjoy the feeling of letting go. So that you let go of the biggest pain, fear, anger right now. Say, I thank you for my past, present, and future death. Thank you, Lord, for the past, present, and future losses. I thank you, Lord, for all the pain, fear, anger that was invoked in me. Here you are. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya Ji. Om Namah Shivaya Wala. Om Namah Shivaya Ji. Om Namah Shivaya Gala. Om Namah Shivaya Ha. Om Namah Shivaya Rina. Om Namah Shivaya Ji. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya Natasha. Om Namah Shivaya Aksan. Om Namah Shivaya Rita. Om Namah Shivaya Ritika. Om Namah Shivaya Sweta. Om Namah Shivaya Tammy. Om Namah Shivaya Yulia. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. There are lots of Sanskrit mantras and prayers, but at a very core, I love you, God, in everything and everything. I love my life. I love all my lives. I love all my death, all my king. I am the experience. I am the presence. It doesn't have a name, doesn't have a face, doesn't have a style of thinking. It's not subject to mind. Om Namah Shivaya. Each one of you has right now an open heart. Promise and bless yourself to serve others unconditionally, unmindful of losses and gains, of name and fame, of pain and pleasure, unmindful of whatever happens. Bless yourself that from now on you will be serving others fearlessly, seeing yourself, the God in you. That's who you trust, not the name, face, intellect, and the God that you see in others. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Go beyond the tangible to the intangible. Become fearless in loving others unconditionally, no matter what they look like, no matter what they do, no matter what their thoughts are. Be the core that unites you with everything and everyone, past, present, future. The earth which unites all of us on the planet, the sun which unites all of us on the planet. Be that which binds you together with others. People in Ukraine, Russia, everywhere on the planet who are hurt, send them blessings. Serve them with their blessings. Serve them with blessings. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. But if you have any questions, you can